Welcome students. Now in this session we will study the details about conflict resolution. We'll discuss the theory part. So let's begin with introduction. What comes to mind when you think of conflict? I'm sure you have thought about this question. So when you think of conflict, problems, issues, obstacles, hindrances, this is what must have come to your mind. Then make a list of single words that describe conflict for you. So in your list, you must have noted conflict, problem, issue, obstacle, hindrance, etc. Now, what is the meaning of conflict? So with the help of these words, you can try to define what is conflict. So, conflict is nothing but a problem or issue. Conflict is something that disturbs you. Conflict is something that makes you restless. Conflict is something that gives you tension, stress. You feel pressure of the situation. That is conflict. A conflict may be individual conflict, individual problem. It may be a family conflict, or it may be a society related problem, or it may be a business related problem. So, the meaning of conflict, it depends upon the person, the individual. Basically, conflict is a problem. So let's proceed further. Now, I have given various activities to you, and I'm sure that all of you have completed these activities. So in this session, we will discuss what is the learning output from these activities. So where is north direction? So you, 4 or 5 members, you have tried with this activity. At a moment at your home, you have tried to show where is north direction. Generally, in a classroom, when all the students show north direction, it is found that each student shows a different direction. So, though the answer is universal truth, north is only one direction. So, the answer must be only one answer. That is universal truth, north direction. But still, students show different directions. And the directions that students show, they are contradictory to each other. That means, though there is universal answer, though there is universal point like north direction, still people have different opinions. So, the learning output from this activity is that in our day to day life or in the business life, people have different opinions, different viewpoints. Now, the second activity, two women apply for a job. They look exactly alike. Same last name, same middle name, same parents, same address, same phone number, same date of birth. Everything is identical. The receptionist says, "You must be twins." They say no. So, how is it possible? So, friends, I'm sure you must have tried to attempt this question. It was a challenge, it was a problem given to you. Now, the answer to this is, if they are not twins, then how is it possible? The answer is they are triplets. So, triplets means the three sisters born on the same day. Okay, so if they are twins, it is not possible. They say it is not possible. But if they are triplets, yes, everything given in this situation, in this context, it is possible. So, friends, what is the learning output from this? The learning output is that your thinking must be innovative thinking. You must think outside the box. Basically, you think in a traditional way. So, don't think in the traditional way. Do have your own answer. Do think analytically and develop logical thinking. And logical thinking, innovative thinking, creative thinking will give you exact solutions. Okay, so let's proceed to the third part. The third activity I had given you was prepare an aeroplane and throw the aeroplane from 10 feet distance. So your aeroplane should pass the passage below the chair that you arrange. Now, generally, all the students they prepare the aeroplane that is taught in the school days, but generally that aeroplane does not go from the passage below the chair. So that becomes a problem, you know. So the problem given to you here is different, and for that you should have creative original solution. But students they prepare the aeroplane that they have been preparing since their childhood. They try with that aeroplane, paper aeroplane, and they are not able to hit the target. They are not able to achieve success in it. So you can have a different kind of manufacturing of aeroplane. So you can prepare an aeroplane in the size and shape of a paper ball. Even a paper ball you can call it as aeroplane. See, if you have your own design and if you call it aeroplane, you have freedom. So a paper ball like aeroplane has more possibility of hitting the target. Your aeroplane, paper ball like aeroplane, it will pass the passage below the chair, and that is how you achieve success. So friends, what is the learning output from this? Say the chair is a problem given to you. Uh, Below the chair, the passage is there, and from that passage, your aeroplane should pass. This is a unique problem. You are facing this problem for the first time in your life. So, to hit this unique problem, to solve this unique problem, you must have unique solution. So friends, remember that one solution, one unique solution can be applied to solve only one unique problem. One solution cannot be applied to solve two problems. The aeroplane that you have learned to prepare in your childhood, the purpose of that was to have fun and entertainment. So that is not acceptable here. That does not work here. Okay. So a paper ball like aeroplane, yes, you can call it aeroplane because you are an engineer. It can solve your problem. So think innovatively, have unique solution to solve unique problems. Let's proceed further.